I thought I had it all figured out, y'all. And usually when you think you've got it all figured out, you're not even close. And that's the case here today with Topps 25 basketball flagship paper product. Back for the first time in a long time. Welcome back into Off the Rips. This is Coffee and Cards number 47. How about it? It's going to be a fun one. We're talking Topps basketball, and we're talking landscape of basketball cards in general right now, because we've got old products hanging around, and it's kind of a disaster out there when you go into like the local Targets, the Walmarts. The retail is overflowing from the shelves. I mean, it's pretty bad. I think they will come down on prices, so just hang in there. They're already starting to come down. Like Target, you can get the Optic Megas for $55. I think that's a great deal if you're in the market, still doing some downtown hunting and whatnot. But let's get into what we came for. We can talk a little bit more about that later. Now, I did open one box of each of this yesterday. One fat pack, one hanger, one value box. We did well. I'm glad I did. I'm glad we waited for Coffee and Cards 47 today. We get a quick look at one of the inserts, Clutch Shitty. That's going to be the toughest insert to pull on a base. So just keep that in mind. All these inserts are really tough to pull in parallels. So don't expect them to come out quite as frequently as maybe like your baseball products. So that came out of a value pack. And actually this card comes out of a value pack at the best clip. So nice pull there. The Cooper, I like the Clutch Shitty. I'm going to put that off to the side for now. Back here. Gotta get these out of the way. And then of all the products, we got a Franchise Fabrics Ace Bailey. And I believe this checklist is not all rookies. So to get a rookie is pretty fantastic. And to pull it out of a hanger, insane, because it's 1 in 500 odd hangers. The best way to actually pull these is going to be out of, I think, a value box or a mega box. So just dumb luck. You know, is the product front loaded? I don't know. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of damage just on this little point, but that's okay. Nice, really nice card. I commend Topps for the relic here. This is a great looking relic. If you get this in a parallel, I can only imagine what it would look like. Including a lot of the other inserts, they're going to look really sharp in a parallel. I was a little iffy off the bat because I'm starting to see like the baseball stuff into the basketball, like the same inserts. Now, they didn't do that with everything. So, got the coffee. Let's get a sip. Hope you got some brew this morning. We're running low around here, but I will re-up very soon. That's tasted pretty good, though. I think that's a breakfast blend from Starbucks. Grinded right here at home by yours truly. So, we're gonna let's get a value box open. I know I'm jacking my jaw. You guys want to see cards open? I know you guys have all watched this stuff, so I'm not gonna like go real slow through it. But we got a nice little setup here today, 2 of each, so it should be really fun. Oh, that mic's in the way a little bit. We will just move it up there. That's good enough. Can move that over a touch. Get ready to rip here. The angle right. Okay. So, like I said, I thought I had it all figured out, guys. But usually when you think that, yeah, you know. That being said, I had a great time with the 3 boxes I opened yesterday. They were fantastic. There's some good rookies in this class coming out that are already paying dividends for their teams. That Cedric Coward, he had a fantastic night. Really has come out the gate strong. I think he was like 6 for 6 from beyond the arc last night. And then On the same team, the Grizzlies, they also have a Javon Small. I don't know if he's on this checklist, so that I meant to look that up. Let me know if he is. If you could check that for me, that would be awesome. Now, what I see from the value box, it's actually not a bad format to be ripping, because there is a case hit called Soul Ambition. No, Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Let's get that out of the way. Sonic Boom is going to be best out of value packs or value boxes. It's a great looking card. So just keep that in mind. You get quite a few of these 45th anniversaries out of the value box as well. Here's a Generation Now. Derek Queen. He's not too bad. And then we're going to have a hollow foil, Bub Carrington. That's nice. But yeah, value box is not the worst format, actually, to be ripping for the retail. Like, for stuff as far as you can go out to your store and grab. So we're not talking about the best format. Topps really snuck one in here on us because the best format isn't even Hobby. So Hobby's a great format, though. Hobby and Jumbo, they pretty much beat out retail if you were able to get some. I was not able to get any. I wanted a Hobby box. I couldn't get one. They let me in line. I had it in my cart, all that stuff, and I couldn't get it. It was sold out. Didn't want the Jumbo, so didn't do that. Chris Middleton there. We got a Boncaro. Do we got maybe a parallel here? Nope. Okay. And there's the tip-off parallel. But yeah, value box, not too bad. So like new applicant signatures, those are going to be good out of a value box. Just, I'm talking the base. The base version of new applicant signatures is going to be good out of value box. Mega, odds-wise. I don't even think it's one per case. It's maybe every other, but hey, at least they're kind of in there. Devin Carter and Shaq. I've never been a big blaster guy for retail as far as like flagship goes. I've never had the best luck from it. Never pulled a really huge card per se. So hopefully that can change today. At least we got a couple boxes to try. But anyways, yeah. So value boxes. You know, you get a lot of cards. But I just, you know, there's packs like this. I don't think that was anything. They're not going to have a lot to offer. You can get parallels in these, which those are probably pretty sharp. There's Broom. There's a rookie finally. Whoops. I think that's one of the first rookies we've seen in this blaster. So keep that in mind. You don't see a ton of rookies out of the blasters either. So I will probably not be buying any more of the value boxes, to be honest with you. But yeah, if you hang around long enough, you'll know what I'm buying. Can't spoil it yet. All right, Celtics. There's a power player, there's a Tatum, and we got a gold, so that's actually pretty decent. Of Ricochet. Okay, not a bad hit. Not a bad hit at all. And we got Boyles there on the back, another rookie. So we got a sleeve on Ricochet. Because numbered cards are going to be extremely tough out of these. But if you're looking for base autographs, not in Hobby or Jumbo, then this is a good format for you. Value box and megas, you're going to do all right. And I'm not saying you can't pull parallels and stuff out of these. I'm just saying you're likely to get a base autograph or relic out of the retail formats. So just keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll take a base autograph all day. And I wouldn't say like the autograph checklists are extremely great. I mean, they're all right. Larry Bird. Thomas Sorber. I don't think I've looked him up yet. And Kobe. Oh, dang! There's one of them. There's one of them parallels, y'all. So this has been a pretty good box from what I've seen. That's sweet. What a card. 44 out of 99. Haven't looked him up yet either. 11 points per game in college. 3-point marksman. But I'm not going to complain. Those are... that's probably a pretty tough pull. Decently tough. I'm not going to pull up the odds, but if you look it up, I'm sure that's that's a good one. Nice looking card too. Get you a shot there. I love that. That, you know, that's the one thing with these value boxes. I mean, you can't really chase those because just such a big checklist. Like, to get a great player. We're lucky. We got a rookie, so I'm stoked for that. Picked these value boxes up at Walmart, actually. They had a case of them. I kind of thought about it. Went back the next day. They had, 8 or 10 left. So I snagged a few. There's Ant-Man. And then Jaime and the Raptors. A lot of base. One thing so that box is done. We'll get on to a hanger. Let's talk hanger next. One thing I was concerned about, I was saying, was, it's going to get kind of redundant, like all the tops with the same, with the same card style. You got baseball, football, basketball. That's what I'm going to miss about Panini, no doubt in my mind. Just a little bit of variance in there is always nice, for sure. So, get a drink of coffee, carry on. So I'm not, I'm considering picking up more Optic and Mosaic possibly. So we'll see. Just to probably stack away a couple boxes or something. I've ripped a fair amount of those already, so I don't know. Now these hangers on paper, they're not. I'm gonna cut that base off the top. We'll just buzz through it quick. They're not. On paper for like certain hits, they're not that great. They're actually the worst format. But sometimes out the gate, I just don't think it matters. Like, they want people to see good hits out of these, so they're probably front loaded just a hair. You got the Diamantes, which just adds an extra chance to get that good rookie out of here. Like I said, this class is pretty decent. You got Con Nipple. Obviously, you've got Flag. That Cedric Coward guys come on. And there's plenty more guys. I'll think of them as we come across them here, for sure. Not really any rookies in that hanger, which is kind of odd, but that's all right. A lot of stuff going on here. There's the rookies. We'll put that down and get through the space quick. Saraf, Martin. So we got a couple rookies there. The other hanger I ripped, there's another rookie. There you go, Behringer. There's an Edgecombe. There's one of those other rookies. I pulled a couple of him now, so I'm more than happy with that. Coward again. Take it. Richardson. Jesus, Thero. There they come. So there you go. The hangers, if you just want some base rookie cards and you don't want to open a ton of this stuff, that would be why I would recommend these hangers. The rookies are flowing out of these for sure. Alright, my pile's getting all wacky over here. We're going to clear a stack of base because it's going to get out of control. Out of control. Like I said, hangers can always be bangers. So, I definitely recommend if you see them, you can get them right now. Target, Walmart, they're out there. Online. Well, let's see what we got. One thing I don't like about this middle section is they kind of just throw them all in here however they want. Ooh, that's a nice pull. That's a nice pull. He's been playing good. So he's a rookie from last year. All right, Julius Erving. Ooh, we got a nice parallel here. The hollow foil of Will Riley. These are sharp. These are sharp in the parallel. For sure. The one I pulled yesterday, you could like see the guy in the background too, which was really sweet. I got that card handy. Maybe I'll show it to you. I'm going to start a parallel stack of like... We might not get very many of them, but I'll put it back there. Okay. We're going to flip back this way. New stack of base. AJ Green, hollow foil. Okay. Get him in that pile. There's a Moloch. Asa Newell. He's not too bad. He's getting some playing time. We got Lillard there. And then is this Ace? No, Demon. But there's another insert, Clutch City. We've got some of that. So, hanger, not too bad. Not too bad. Got some rookies. Let's do a fat pack. But hangers, you know, they are what they are. Get a good chunk of cards. Now the fat packs, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Now, a little food for thought. Comic court and home court, they're like the home field advantage in baseball. Well, you only get those in hobby in jumbo, so keep that in mind. Also, the player number variation is only in hobby. I'm going to start throwing some little random facts here to you. So keep that in mind. If you're chasing those, you're going to have to get hobby. But, let's see. The hardwood stars, as far as like going out in retail and getting it, fat packs are not too bad. They're not the best format, but they're not bad. Value packs. Gotta love fat packs, man. They slip some stuff in the middle here, which is interesting. The Shaq and a Jameer Watkins parallel. Yeah, 18 points a game. Consistent scorer. I mean, that's a pretty decent pull. Anytime you get a rookie parallel, that's a good pull. There's Queen again. Clifford. And once again, these are kind of like the hangers in a sense where you're going to get some rookies, like more than the value box is offering. There's another one. I think these value packs almost kind of remind me of a mini hanger. There's my first nipple. Nice. Finally got him. There's 1B. Giddy. And we got Fears. That's sweet. We'll take that. I would love to get a parallel in this. That would be ill. That would be ill. This is probably the toughest one to get a parallel in, though, as far as... I'll get an apple sleeved up later. Granted, I'll get it now because that's centered. Yeah, not centered top to bottom. Okay, got excited. Now, I did pull a Cooper Flag base. That come out of the blaster box, and it looks really good. So we're going to get this other blaster knocked out. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate it. Coffee Carts 47. It's going to be a bit of a longer episode, so hang in there with me. Getting the product ripped. That's kind of why I was ripping some yesterday. It's like, I can't, this video is already going to be 25, 30 minutes, but that's all right. I'm giving you some good information here. So, they have base clear cards in this set. You can get them out of all the formats. And, as far as going out in the wild and getting it, it's going to be the Mega Box that you're going to get it from. It's not the Megas are not the best format, though. Out in the wild, yes. But they're not bad. They're pretty good. I don't know why I moved that stack forward. Didn't want them up in there. All right. Ooh, we got a good one coming up. There's Jaren Jackson. Generation Now. See how you can see the player in the background? That's really neat. I actually dig those. There's Jovic. Okay, the rookie. So we got a flag. First flag of the rip. I'll take it. So I pulled 3 of his cards now. Getting a nice variety. Got a base. Got a couple inserts. We're not gonna put that on the stand. I mean, I know it's a good card, but I'm hoping for another stand-worthy card, parallel-wise. Gotta start moving here, though. But, yep, Topps tried to sneak one by us, y'all. They really did. Reed Shepard, the net parallel, and we got a Dylan Harper on the back. So that's nice. That one looks really good, though, actually. A quick sleeve on that. So we're getting all the rookies. I mean, you're going to get your rookies out of stuff, the base. It's just hitting that parallel is going to be the tough one, for sure. Right? All right. What else? What else do you want to hear about this product? Base signatures, like I said, and relics, they're going to come out of the value boxes and megas, the highest clip, like I said. You want the All Kings mega box out in the wild. Team color border variation is the value packs. Actually, best way to pull it. So I would love to hit one of those. Like in baseball, it's got the team logo border thing going on. Another Cooper flag. So we're hitting the flags. That's for sure. Oh, there's a Kalkbrenner too. There's another guy. I like that one too. Definitely another good pull. So these things have come out swinging. Retail's come out swinging. No doubt about it. No question. We can get Spike Lee autographs in this product. That's insanity. In all the formats, I believe. They're going to have that Black Friday box too, which probably going to avoid that one. But we'll see. Maybe we'll do just a few boxes of it, just because it's going to have like new inserts and stuff in it. So Brandon Miller on the court, or the tip-off, and McCollum. All right. Moving. Getting this blaster back knocks out. We'll have just a couple boxes left here. Finish this up. And I'll reveal what the best product is. I missed it on the first go-around. I didn't even see it on like the odds. I don't know if it was on there. I don't know if they snuck it on there. But, yep, I missed it. It is the best way to buy this product, this format I'm talking about. And you probably already know what it is. They're available right now. You can get them. But I noticed the flagship real ones, Auto, as far as the vets go, had a really nice checklist. Um, you know, that base player number variation, I'm a little upset it's not in all the formats, but you know, that's just perks of getting the hobby or the jumbo. AJ Johnson. Didn't get any rookies in those today, but I did get a few yesterday. So there's a Carter Bryant generation now. But overall, I think it's a good product. I don't think you go like super crazy on it, but so this blaster wasn't too bad. We got a flag and some rookies, but that first blaster was really good. So we got 2 numbered cards out of 1 blaster. That's really good. So I did pick a good one to get the gold and then a green. Drew Holiday, there's a McNeely as well, rookie. All right. Clear this base out once again. And yeah, I don't know. They're going to have to drop prices, guys, on the older sets because it's out of control out there. You got Revolution sitting around. I mean, Target's got their Totally Certified, which it's just insane how much of that they have. I think that's like I think Target, like, that's theirs, that Totally Certified. I know why it's sitting around. It's not that great of a product, if I'm being honest. So I wouldn't waste my money on it. I would definitely be buying Optic or Mosaic. You know, if you really want a Kaboom, sure, you could. Revolution is fairly priced. So, I mean, once again, though, quality of the cards, I mean, it's Kaboom or bust. But I personally like, for Optic, I do like the Target Megas because I do like the... I'm just going to cut the space off, guys. I'm going to go through that later. So I don't want to be here all day. Cody Williams. He was a rookie last year. There's the Edgecombe generation now. Good card. Antetokounmpo. Carter Bryant. There's Yang Hansen. I haven't seen a lot of him, but he's supposedly pretty good. 8-bit baller there. Bunch of those inserts. I'm not crazy about the power players in 8-bit, but I think in a parallel, if you get them, it'd be nice. There's Derek Queen on a rookie. Jalen Suggs on our Diamante and a team card. Obviously, you can get the Diamantes in a variety of parallels too. And just base there. We'll get down to this final hanger or value pack, fat pack, whatever you want to call it. But guys, it's the Fanatics boxes. It's not even close. Like, the only caveat is like a couple of the base autos and relics are going to be best in retail out of I think it was what was it? Yeah, value box megas are going to be your best for those. But as far as like everything go, like Soul Ambition, rookie photo shoot auto, the base clear variation, flagship rookies, autos, real one relics, all kings, hardwood stars, they're all the best out of Fanatics. Like parallels, it's insane how good it's gonna be out of Fanatics. Like it's just whoops, it's not even close. It's not even close. So if you can go get some of those right now, I'd highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. There's that. Are we going to have anything on the back? A lot of rookies there. Nothing on the back on that fat pack. I'll get through the rest of these. But not a bad rip. We got some flag. That blaster, really, those were the stand-worthy cards of the rip. So, other than that, the other formats were just okay. So like I said, value boxes aren't too bad. They're not. But Fanatics boxes, you can go check the odds yourself. It's ridiculous how much better they are than everything else. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Even the Golden Mirror is best out of there. Insert parallels, they're going to be best out of there. Numbered autographs, relics, best out of Fanatics boxes. I said Golden Mirror, base wood, that first card. It's Fanatics, guys. So that's it for Coffee and Cards, number 47. I know it's been a long one, so please subscribe, like the video. I can't appreciate it enough. We're almost at 500 subscribers, so if you can push me there, that'd be great. It would definitely make my day. But we'll be doing this content whether we hit 500, 1,000, no matter what. So hope you did find this video informational. Thanks for getting off the rips. Enjoy your day.